Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? Yes, guys, we are back with another episode. Guys, just wait for a second. I need to check it out some settings because there is one good news that I have recently upgraded my PC in double monitor setups. So to be honest, I don't know how to do so many things in this. So let me check it out few things. Okay, so finally I got that. Yes, guys, I can hear you. Okay, so yep, guys, we are back with another live stream, and yep, we are going to do some interesting stuff today. Yes, guys, we are back with another. Okay, so yep, guys. Yes, thank you so much, buddy. Actually, I'm very new to this, and the thing is that I recently upgraded to the new PC setup. Actually, what happens is that few days ago my PC was not working properly. So one of my friends suggested that because you are doing live stream, so you can upgrade yourself to double monitor setup, as well as you can increase the graphic card and all the other stuff. So I decided that yeah, I think it's the right time to do that. So yep, we are going to do live stream from now on this one, but obviously we will stick to what we do over here, which is a motion graphic. Okay, so yep, let's see what we can do today. Now, actually, to be honest, I haven't planned anything today, to be fair. So we will try to do some text animations, and we will also try to do some vector animation as well. Okay, so basically we will choose anything from FreePic and we will try to animate in After Effects. Okay, this is just a demo live stream because I don't know how to adjust so many things, but obviously we will try to do it better. Okay, so let's start with our live stream, and let me check it out some illustrations that we can animate on FreePic. Okay, so let's try and check it out something. Okay, so from free pick, I'm searching for digital marketing vectors. Okay, so as you guys can see, there are so many vectors over here like that we can animate the way we want. Okay, yeah. Or let's search for online shopping or something. Nice to see you doing this. Please do this regular, boss. Yes, buddy, I'll try to do it regularly as much as I can. Okay. Also, if you have any suggestions that what we should do in our today's live stream, you can suggest me because to be honest, I haven't planned anything. Okay. So you're free to suggest me whatever you want. Is there any specific things that you want to say? Okay. So let's do one thing. We will find our illustration later. Let's try to do our live stream today with the text animation first. Okay, so recently I have been playing around with my text animations. So I got this technique. So let's try to do it. So let's create one comp, like main animation comp over here, like I'm doing right now. Okay, then I'll go to choose grid and guide option and I'll call it as text animation. And then I'm going to select my text tool and I'm going to type one text, which is obviously emotion. And for the font, you are free to choose whatever font you want. Okay, yes, buddy. Tinger, I don't know what is your name. Ting Winger. Okay, it's quite unique name, buddy. Tinger Winger. Okay, so he's basically suggesting me to go with the flow, so we will try to do it. So the first animation which I'm gonna do today is that actually, I was playing around with After Effects and I found out one technique that can create some awesome stuff. So, as you guys can see, I have created this text over here and I'm going to press Control Alt Home over here like that. Uh, Also, one thing over here that this layout over here, what I did is that uh, for example, let's close all of this panel for example like that, and usually these panels are over here in After Effects. Like if you go to the default settings or that, or these panels are over here like character, paragraph, and etc. But what I did is that I simply go on to the workplace and I choose all panel first. Then whatever things I want over here, for example this characters or something, I simply go to the windows. I have opened the character, and this character, for example, let's unlock this. It was initially over here like that. Okay, over here like all of this. What I did was I simply checked out this unlock panel, and over here simply click on this icon and try to move it over here. So we got this character panel over here. Usually why I did that, because whenever you are going to animate in After Effects, there are basically only 4 to 3 stuff you are required when you're going to do motion graphics, specifically in this area. What I personally prefer is this characters. Then another one what I prefer is the paragraph, because whenever I try to create a reels or something, the paragraph options is very important, whether I want center text or not, like that. Right now it has come over here. So what I can do, I can select this character panel, right click, unlock this, and try to bring this this section, so it will come automatically over here. So try to adjust that. Then another stuff which I personally found is very important is the align tab. So I'll go to the, let's see, where is the align tab? I don't know where it is. Where is the align tab? Okay, it was on the top, sorry. Okay, so it was over here like that. Let me check it out those comments. Mocha Pro 2006 26 चाहिए क्या किसे क्या किसी को I don't know man. Okay, so yeah, this is how you can try to create your customized working area, because this is very helpful thing to do whenever you are going to do some animations. Also, I chose this animation composer as well because this is really important. Okay, so yeah, back to our animation. So I have this motion text over here, and let's press Ctrl Alt Home, which is a shortcut key to align that anchor point to the center. I'll go to the Align tab, align it horizontally, and then align it vertically. I'll press S and let's reduce the scale, and let's try to bring this downwards. Then I'm going to select my rectangle tool and I'm going to choose a red color. This is just for a reference. There is no need to choose any specific color. Let's select this, and by holding shift I'll create one rectangle. Then select this and press Ctrl Alt Home again to bring that anchor point to the center. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically, and let's bring this downwards. Now I'm going to select this motion text and I'll zoom in a little bit, and I'll press S for scaling option, and let's increase the scale over here like that. Okay, let's adjust it so it will be fit over here. Then I'm going to hit Ctrl D. I'll press R for rotation, and let's rotate it on 90 degree like that. Then let's try to bring this over here like that. Over here, let's try to bring this at the center like this, and let's try to move this over here like that. Then hit Ctrl D again, and let's move this over here. Press R for rotation, and let's rotate it on -90 degree like that. And with the help of arrow keys you can adjust it over here like that. Then select this motion again and hit Ctrl D, and let's bring this at the top. Press R for rotation, or instead of that you can press S, unlink this, and let's make this minus value, and let's try to adjust it over here with the help of arrow keys again, or yeah, like that. Or you can try to adjust it over here like that. Also select this, try to adjust it over here. Select this, try to adjust it over here. Select this and try to adjust it at this point. Okay, like that. Now what I'm gonna do, let's hit view, select all of them, and let's make it apparent with this shape layer, which is this one. And now let's hide all of this text. We don't need to look at that. I guess you can make a video on an extension you use. It will be really helpful for us. Okay, I'll figure out that later. I don't know. I need to check it out that later. Okay, so let's stick with what we are doing currently. Okay, so now let's select the shape layer and let's call it as a reference. Okay, then I'm going to press Ctrl R and I'll bring down one ruler, and we have to make sure that this ruler line should touch at the bottom of this line. Okay, then press R for rotation to create one keyframe, then press E for position to create another keyframe. Right click and choose separate dimension. Okay, then hit U so you can figure out all these keyframes. Let's zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to go around 1 second, and I'm going to make this 90-degree rotation. Okay, so if you check it out, this obviously we'll get something like that. Then we'll go to 2 seconds and we will make this 180-degree rotation. Then we'll go to 3 seconds, we will make this 270 obviously. Okay, then when we go to the 4 seconds, we will make this proper 360-degree rotation like that. Okay, then I'm going to select those keyframes and I'll hit F9 to easily miss those keyframes. Let's go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift, move one handle at this point, and we will move one handle at this point. Okay, so if you check it out, this we are gonna get something like that. Now what I want is that this portion should touch the line whenever it's going to rotate. So for that, what I'm gonna do, I'll go to around 1 second and I'll create one keyframe at Y position. Okay, Then after that, I'll hit page down. I'll go to the start, and I'll hit page down button 2 times to go forward. And with the help of arrow keys, I'll try to move this upward till this corners should touch this line. Again, hit page down button 2 times, and with the help of arrow keys, move this upward. Again, page down button 2 times. With the help of arrow keys, move this upward. Again, 2 times and move this upward. Again, 2 times, and let's move this upward. Again, 2 times, and let's move this upward. Again, 2 times, and move this upward. Our goal is to touch this line. Again, page down, and let's try to bring this downwards. Again, 2 times page down button, and try to bring this downwards. Again, 2 times, and let's try to bring this downwards. Again, 2 times. Try to adjust this with the help of arrow keys, like that. And at the last over here, we will keep it same. So if you check it out, this animation, for example, up to this 1 seconds, and if I hit N, I'm gonna get this kind of a rotating animation. Okay, like that. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go and I'll select this keyframes, and I'll hit Control C, Control V. I'll go over here, and again I'll hit Control V. I'll go over here, and I'll hit Control V over there. So basically we will get this animation like that. Now let's enable our text layers. Because this text are parent with this one, then obviously we are gonna get this animation over here as well. Okay, now if I hide this reference layer, then we will get this animation of this text. Okay, but I did one mistake over here, because each and every time our text should look readable. So at this point, let's select this text, press S, and let's make this 76 only, or let's make this minus 76 maybe, like that. And let's make this minus 76 only. Okay, like that. So each and every time this text is readable. Now I'm going to select this, and I'll press Ctrl Shift C, and I'm going to call it as text animation, like that. Hello, I don't know what was your name, Mock Dietio Koi, but hello, buddy. Also, if you're watching this, then please like, share, and subscribe to this live stream, and share this live stream with a lot of members, because we need your support. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. Okay, let's save this file. First of all, I have forgot to save this file. Let's call it as 01 text animation. Okay, so if you check it out, this we got this text animation over here. And now what I'm gonna do, I'll go inside this, and I need some change in color. So let's hit Control K to open the project settings, and let's change this color to black. And let's select all of these layers, I mean this text layers, and change their color to white. Okay, like that. Then I'm going to select this two text layers, and I'm going to change the color of this one to neon green. Okay, you're free to choose whatever color combination you want. I'll try to pick up this one. Okay, and over here I'll press Ctrl Y to create one solid background, and I'm going to choose some kind of a grayish color, like that. And let's try to bring this downwards. Go to the effect and presets panel, and select for CC widget effect, and double click to apply, like that. Then I'm going to go inside the text animation layers, and I know that my animation is only 4 second long animation. After that, it's gonna end. So I'll go to the 4 seconds and I hit N over there. And in the work area, I'll simply right click and I'll choose trim comp to work area. Okay. Then go to the main animation and I know that my animation is ending at 4 seconds, and at 4 seconds this animation is going to be in the form of loop. Hello, hello, ZS Cricket Pro. Hi, how are you, man? Okay, so at the end over here, what I'm gonna do, I'll simply press Control Alt T, which is a shortcut key for time enable remapping, and we are simply going to remove last keyframe. But before removing that, we need to create one keyframe in front of that keyframe. So let's create that, and we are going to delete this last keyframe. Okay, as simple as that. Then we will alt click on the stopwatch and we are going to search for loop out and expression, and let's simply deselect it. Love you, sir. Thank you so much. Love you, Roy. Okay, so as you guys can see, we are gonna get this animation in the form of loop now. Okay, like that. Yes, buddy, you can apply that radial gradient as well. As I said, that any color combination you want, you can apply. Even you can create any kind of different stuff if you want. Um, it's totally up to you. I'm going to increase the scale of this like that. Okay. Then I'll hit Control D. I'll press S and let's decrease the scale up to this. Hit Control D, press S, and again decrease the scale up to this. Hit Control D, press S. Let's adjust the scale. Hit Control D, adjust the scale. Hit Control D, press S, adjust the scale like that. So if you check it out this now, we are getting this kind of awesome stuff over here. And as you guys can see how cool this animation looks. Okay, like that. Okay, right now it is not in the form of loop because I am stopping this animation at different point. Okay, dear sir, can I get a good idea and from which website can I get it for a motion graphics scene? Okay, so I don't know which animation, what's the function of time remapping? Okay, I mean, are you asking about a shortcut key or what it actually does? Okay, just let me know in the comment section. So in detail, are you about asking about the shortcut key or the function of that key? Also, the let me answer the first question first. Yes, sir. Can I get a good idea from which website I can get it for motion graphics scene? Okay, so I don't know any specific website which is very good for that, but I'll let you know what is my procedure. I usually prefer Pinterest as well as Behance, and on YouTube there are so many different channels, simply search for creative motion graphics or something. You will get that idea. Also, I prefer to go and check it out Instagram as well. So I think that is the very, I think I prefer that. Also, Freepik is quite good because see, we are a motion graphic designer, and our main inspiration is comes from graphic designing. Once you got the graphic correct, then animation is easy. Like all you need to do is just learn tool. But as yeah, and I think I said this in my previous live stream as well, that if you got the correct graphic, then it's easy to create a motion graphics, because once you learn the After Effects, you know how to animate. Okay, but that is not the problem. Even if you watch, for example, within 3 months, if you watch one tutorial daily, you are going to learn After Effects. But that's not the problem. What is the main problem is to generate that kind of a good graphic design. Like you need to create proper illustrations for that, and etc etc. So for that, I would prefer to use FreePay to check it out, go some good graphic designs. Then second one is Pinterest. Then after, if I want to add some very extraordinary things and very extraordinary looks, then I prefer Behance as well. Okay, so these are the four platforms, and obviously there is YouTube, and obviously there are humans as well. You can ask other people for their work, and you can check it out their portfolios, so that that kind of a thing helps me a lot. I know there are so many different approaches to do that, but this is what I prefer. I may be wrong, I may be right, but this is what I do. Okay, so time Tinga Winga asked one very interesting questions that over here I did one procedure called time enable remapping. So what it does? Okay, so let me check it out. Let me tell you what it actually does, and for the viewers as well. Okay, so I think by mistake I took duration of too long. Also, before let you know that this live stream is going to be too long, uh, because I decided that let's try to push my boundaries, and let me check it out how much I can stick here and teach you guys. Okay, okay. So yeah. So about the time enabled remapping, let me drink some water. Also, guys, let me know how this live stream is going and whether you are enjoying it or not, or and if you are, then please subscribe to this channel because we are very close to 50K. So that is also a big achievement for me because I'm doing this stuff for almost 5 years now. Sir, what color of is your Bugatti? Don't know what does this mean, man. Okay. Mm. So yeah, about the time enable remapping, let me tell you what this actually does. So time enable remapping is quite you can say a loop out expression version, but it's used for composition. For example, suppose there is one text, not text, but circle over here. Press Ctrl Alt O, and I'm going to do it over here is animation. For example, I'll select this circle. I'll press P for position. I'll create one keyframe. I'll go to around 1 second. Thank you, Pattern Wise, for being my subscriber for so many times. I mean, for a long time, sorry. And this circle is going from here to here like that. Okay, and obviously after this it's not going to happen because there is no keyframe. So I want this animation to be continuously. So for that, what I'm going to do is I can go over here around 2 seconds. I'll simply Control C, Control V my first keyframe. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'll click on the stopwatch and I'll loop out expression over here and deselect it. So if I check it out this animation now, I got this and then I got this and I get looping out animation. Okay, as simple as that. But now suppose this circle, I'll press Ctrl Shift C and I call it as animation. And now that animation is inside this circle, and now in that animation there is no, you know, there is no looping out, and this any composition is ending at this point. Like if I hit N over here and if I trim comp this work area, obviously my composition is up to this only. After that there is no animation. So to do that animation again without applying looping out over here, even if I apply looping out, it's not gonna work because this anime composition is ending over here. So to do that, there is one way. Simply hit Control D and move this. Hit Control D, move this. Hit Control D, move this. So arrange your composition like that. Then you will get this animation in the form of loop. Or what you can do is that you can select this. You can press O to go at the end. Simply right click, time, and go and choose time remapping. Shortcut key is Control Alt T. Simply click on that, and before the last keyframe we need to create one keyframe, and we will delete this last keyframe and then alt click on the stopwatch like that. Okay, and deselect it. So what it will do is that it will create that animation again. Basically it's running the same comp from the start. Okay, you can select this and you can hit F9 as well over here to get that animation a little bit smoother like that. Okay, so this is the thing you can do. So yeah, this is how you can use time enabled remapping. So now let's go to our text animation. So as you guys know that we have created this. Okay, yeah, and now what I want is that there should be something like Okay, so there is one question, dear teacher, which color do you like the best to use in your project? Uh, Basically, whatever I'm using here right now, I like this kind of colors because these are quite fresh, specifically green color as well as yellow color. These are quite fresh colors and gives good vibe. And specifically, if they are in neon, they are top notch. So I prefer neon green and neon yellow, blue or something. Anything neon, I would love it. I will try to use it in my projects. Okay. So after this, what I'm gonna do, I'll hit page down button one time. I'll select this and I'll move this over here. Again, hit page down button one time. Select this, move this over here. Page down button is a shortcut key to go 2 frame forward and pressing page down button 2 times like that. Okay, like that. And now after that, obviously, we will get something like that. Now let's select the last composition, which is this one. So hit I to go at this. Select all of these compositions and by holding Alt open square bracket, I'll trim up to this. I'll go to the start and bring those compositions over here. And I know my animation is in the form of loop at 4 seconds. So I'll go to the 4 seconds and I'll hit N over there. So now if you check it out, this animation, we'll get this animation in the form of loop like that. And if you want to do some additions over here, and if you want to give some cool extra vintage look kind of something, simply right click new and create one adjustment layer, and you can go and apply noise effect over here. So it will create one noise. Thank you very much. Understood, boss. Thank you, buddy. How to look for clients who need this typography, visuals and logo animation? Okay, let me answer that question, guys, because that is very, very important. And this is something. Hello. Huh. 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 Okay, sorry for the call, guys. Okay, so okay, let me answer that question because it's a very important question. So one person, I don't know what is his name to pronounce. How to look for clients who make this typography, visuals, and logo animations. Okay, first of all, uh, this kind of animation, for example, if I run this animation, see, there is not going to be any client who want this kind of only this kind of animation, but there are going to be projects where you have to include this kind of animation in between that motion graphic. For example, there is going to be for example, video edit, like it's a very cool video edit, and in between you need to put this kind of typography, or you need to use this kind of technique in that. Okay, so there is nothing like, okay, I have created this looping text animations, so I'll get client that need this animations. Okay, that's not gonna happen. Okay, and how to look for clients who need this type of typography and visuals and logo animations. So first of all, to not just only about this client, but to find any kind of a client, you need to showcase your work, uh, and you need to create your social media presence. That is one answer. And if you are able to get contacts, for example, if you have too much friend circles, you can promote yourself that I do this kind of stuff, I know this kind of stuff. And you can, in your local areas, you can provide your services. For example, if you're a graphic designer, you can ask any shop or something that I can create this kind of graphic design and that. Otherwise, if your friend circle is not too much, then obviously you have to create your online presence. For example, in my case, my social circle is not that much. Recently, I started a job. That's why I got to know so many people. But before that, I was a complete freelancer. So for that, I had to create my social media presence and other things. Okay, so if you're kind of that person, then create your social media presence. How to create your social media presence? Then whatever you are going to create, whether it's a small animation and anything, try to polish it properly and try to upload it on YouTube as well as on Instagram to create some social media presence. You can put it on Behance, or you can create different types of portfolios, etc. And when you think that okay, now my skills are polished, try to create a good kind of animation and put it on LinkedIn. Most of the times the easiest client you'll get is from LinkedIn, because on LinkedIn what happens is that mostly HRs and digital marketers are there, so they need this kind of peoples. So you can go and upload your project files, as well as your what I can say, videos and other things on LinkedIn, and you will get the clients. I'm not saying that you will get that client within one day, but try to be consistent enough to so people would notice you. So yeah, that's the only answer I have. Other than that, if there is anything else, then obviously it will work. But this kind of things works for me. So yeah, yeah, that's my answer. I hope it's helpful, and if it's not, then I'm really sorry. Okay, so let's get back to our tutorial. Yeah, so we have this, and as I said that we need to create this, you know, in a vintage look or something. So what you can do, I have created one adjustment layer, and I'm going to apply noise effect, and noise I'm going to choose 25% over here. Okay, and on this layer only, I can apply posterized time effect, which is basically reduce the frame rate, and let's choose 15. Okay, so now what will happen, that it will create that 2D kind of a vintage look over here, like that. Okay, so let's save this file. Let me drink some water. Okay, along with that, if you have any questions, please let me know. Because after that we will try to do text animation, which is kind of a SaaS videos text animations. I have created a video as well recently, but because of some issues, I put that text on it which says SaaS, so that video is not proper. Okay, so let's create that. So obviously we will create SaaS text animation. Along with that, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, bye. Thanks for your opinion. Nobody, I'm not going anywhere. I'm continuing this live stream. Okay, let's save this file first, and let's create another file. Let me check it out some inspirations so I can create something like that. Okay, so as we have discussed that we are going to create one vector animation as well. So I have downloaded one vector file, so we will try to animate that as well. I'll let you know that what we are going to do in that one. Okay. Okay. Enough if we follow your tutorials after recreating those, can we post it on our social? I mean, is that okay asking for your permissions? Yes, buddy, obviously you can do that. It's not like that I put any copyright on that or something. In fact, if you're gonna do that, I would be very happy because it will be message for me that you guys are creating those animations, and whatever I'm going to do is actually a valuable stuff. So yes, you're free to do whatever you want. You are free to recreate whatever I'm going to do here, and try to do it a little bit better than me, because obviously then it will inspire me as well to try to do much more stuff. Okay, so yeah. Dear teacher, how much income do you have per month from the customers? Buddy, obviously no one is going to tell you that, because why would my job is here is not to tell my income, but to tell what I can do. Okay, so now we are going to create SaaS kind of a text animation. I have already created video on that. We will try to recreate that because that video is not proper, and so yeah, let's try to do it. Let's create a new composition, and we are going to call it as main animation. Width I'm going to choose 1920, height I'm going to choose 180, frame rate is 30, and duration I'm going to choose 1 minute long, and background color I'm going to choose black for now. Then I'll press Ctrl Y to create one solid background. Okay, and let's call it as gradient, not gradient, but let's call it as van effect. Okay, and go to the effect and presets panel and search for 4 color gradient on it. Okay, simply type 4 and you will get this effect. Then over here you're free to choose whatever kind of a color you want. I'm going to pick up colors which are in a form of blues, so let's try to create blue kind of a stuff. Okay, like that, this would be enough. And now we are going to animate this, so let's create one keyframe on point 1, point 2, point 3, and point 4, and hit U, so you will get this. Okay, then go somewhere around 1 second and simply move this anchor point up to this anchor point up to this anchor point over here, and this anchor point over here, like that. Then we'll go to around 2 seconds and let's move this anchor point over here, this anchor point over here, this anchor point over here, and this anchor point over here. Then we'll go to around 3 seconds and let's move this anchor point over here, this anchor point over here, this anchor point at this point, and this one over here. Then we will go to around 4 seconds and we will copy Ctrl C, Ctrl V our first keyframe. So if you check it out this now, we are gonna get this kind of animation. Now I'm going to right click on the stopwatch and I'm going to search for loop out expression on it, and I'm going to copy that expression on each and every one. So obviously we will get this kind of a stuff. Okay, So now after this, I'm going to animate my text over here. So I'll select my text and I'm going to type motion graphics, and let's choose font white for now, and let's add some text over here with the different font like this one. I'm going to choose regular version, and let's decrease the size and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally, and then align it vertically. Okay, so now we will try to animate this text layer. So simply go to the animate menu and we are going to choose position, and let's bring down this position over here, and let's go to the range selector, create one keyframe at start, go and somewhere around, and let's go to around 1.20, and let's increase this value to 100. So we will get this kind of animation. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to select this keyframes and I'll hit F9. I'll go to the graph editor. Okay, for now let's select this graph, go to the graph editor, right click and choose edit speed graph over here. Let's select this keyframe. I don't know why these keyframes are here. Okay, let's hit U, select this, hit U, select this graph only and hit F9. Let's select this. By holding shift, move one handle over here and move one handle over here like that. So we will get something like that. Now we'll go to the add menu over here, uh, like that. Right click on the stopwatch to remove that keyframes. Okay, I don't think we need to apply the plot expression on that. Okay, then we'll go to the add menu, then go to the properties, and we are going to choose tracking over here. Okay, so there are a few people actually saying some nice thing to me. You are a gold bro. Thank you, buddy. No one is providing this much free content for motion graphic. Thank you so much. Sir, can you please give a quick breakdown of a title card? Okay, let me check it out. Let me finish this first and I'll let you know what is in my title card and how I did that. And to be really honest, I did that title card almost 3 to 4 years ago. So I honestly don't know how much I remember out of it, but I'll try to, you know, uh, check it out what we can do. But let me finish this animation first. So if you check it out, this animation over here, now each and everybody know this procedure. There is nothing rocket science I have told you. But what happens is that in SaaS animation, if you guys know that that animation is very soft and very, elegant. So with the help of this only keyframes, we can do that. So what I'm gonna do, I'll select this, and I have already added tracking. So let's decrease this tracking amount, and we have to make sure that our text is center text. Okay, then we'll go to the add menu, we'll go to the property and we will choose opacity. Okay, but before opacity, before we make opacity 0, we'll also go to the add menu property and we are going to choose fill color, and we will choose RGB, and we are going to choose our bluish color only like that. Choose a little bit, you know, proper pop color like that. Okay, and that's then decrease the opacity. So if you check it out this now, we are gonna get something like that. Okay, and now we will go to the add property and we are going to choose blur as well, and let's increase the blur value a little bit. So if you check it out this now, we are gonna get proper animation like that. Okay, we got something like that. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and select this animation and I'll hit Control D to duplicate it. So we got this. Go inside this range selector over here like that. We are getting this kind of, and select this last keyframe, and let's try to move this a little bit over here. Okay, so what will happen, we are going to get this kind of stuff, and you can select this keyframe and you can move this a little bit forward as well. Okay, so you will get this kind of a, a little bit late animation kind of a stuff. Okay, so these are the basic stuff. I have created this entire tutorial. You can find that tutorial on my YouTube channel as well. Okay, other than that, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. Let's delete this file and we will create another stuff. Now, as you guys said, mm, I think you were talking about the main channel, I guess. I mean the main intro animations. Also because I have opened this channel, as you guys can see, there are so many contents on members only, like cinema photo training as well. So if you want to unlock that, you can go and check it out. You will get this looping animation as well over here. Like this is one of the, you know, looping animation that you can learn from our members only channel. Okay. Actually, uh, bro, actually the breakdown thing is that as we have discussed that that title card was 3 to 4 years ago, and I don't have that project file right now to be honest, because when I got my first PC, at that time I have created that title animation, and I genuinely don't have the project file of that title animations. That's why I'm checking out. If you want, then I'm planning to create a full-fledged tutorial on that for my members only. So I can do that if you want, but currently I don't have that project file, so I'm extremely sorry for that. If you are going to ask me about this title, as you guys can see, you are seeing in the thumbnail, I have created this title animation on my Cinema 4D as well as Blender. So like that. So I need to find that project file because I really don't know where is that project file currently. Okay, so let me check it out whether I have that project file here. Not project file, but that original title card, whether it's still here. Okay. Okay, so I'll try to let you know what is over here. I'm letting you know the procedure that I did in this title card because most of the people don't know about it. Because if you see, check it out, this title card which I did over here. Uh, it's not complete After Effects. Let me tell you that first. It's more of a use of Cinema 4D and some tricks and tips I did in After Effects, as well as I use FreePic to get some illustrations and inspirations. Okay, let me break down, not break down, I mean, let's decrease the playback speed so I can let you know what I did over here. I hope you are fine if I'm telling you what I did over here. Okay, So in this animation, if you check it out, this we have this eye animation. I did that completely in After Effects as well as this one, but this animations over here, specifically this torus over here, I did that animation in Cinema 4D and I got those PNG sequence, and then I have used that here as well as this portion which is a box. I did that in Cinema 4D. Now after that, this reveal is CC split effect. You can check it out in my tutorials. I have used this CC split effect, and this is the free pick illustration, and this eye animation is still there again. Okay, actually I have created one course regarding this eye animation. It's in my members only, so you can check it out over there as well. Okay, I'm planning to create a complete tutorial series based on this animation. So once I get the time, and I'll try to put it on my YouTube channel as well. And this is just a normal shape animations, and I have converted that into 3D, like simply, you know, create a ring animation and convert it into 3D. For example, simply select this, create one ellipse, convert it into 3D, and like that. Okay, just simple as it is. There is nothing more exercise to it. Okay, so this is how I did that. I'll try to create one complete tutorial based on this animation, but currently this is the only thing can tell you, because there are a lot of things are involved in it, and I don't have that project files to break it down for you, buddy. But I'll try to do it in future. Okay, so the currently what I want to do is to create a vector animation, but to be honest, I'm very tired now. Okay, like how much time we are going. Okay, also let me know if you have guys have any questions regarding to other stuff, and anything which is regarding to motion graphic industry, you can ask me that. Okay, so that's it for today. Because I don't know why, but my eyes are literally paining right now. So yeah, that's it for today. Maybe for tomorrow live stream, I'll try, not tomorrow, but day after tomorrow, I'll try to create some vector animation regarding to this. For example, like that. I'll try to animate this vector file in After Effects. We will check it out that animation like properly in Illustrator and After Effects. But currently, we will quit this live stream over here. Also, before we leave, please do subscribe to our channel and also hit on that bell icon, so whenever I'm going to do that list live stream, you'll get to know. Okay, so yep, that's it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and sorry if there is some misplace, because this is the new setup and this kind of live stream is very difficult, because obviously I do job and other things as well. So it's really difficult to do it, and it's really hard to sit in front of this PC all the time, because health is also important. So yep, thank you for watching this tutorials, guys, and please do like, subscribe and share. And if you want to learn more about motion graphics and other stuff in advance, then don't forget to join our Motion Pro membership. Soon we are going to come with a lot of stuff, over there. Also tomorrow I'm going to upload one tutorial which is basically a Google Pay logo animation. Okay. Okay, I think one person asked one question. So okay, so sir, I'm a beginner. Okay. Yes, buddy, once a pro is always a beginner. I think there is something like that. I don't know what the real code, but every pro animator once was a beginner. So welcome to the motion graphic industry. If you have anything related to queries to it, feel free to ask and subscribe to this channel, buddy. And if you have any questions related to any other stuff, don't forget to mention in the comment sections of any video. Uh, yeah, and keep supporting, guys. Your support means a lot to me. And as I said that we are soon going to touch the 50K subscribers. So yeah, thank you for watching this live stream. Bye.